Oh, snap. Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the Rehash. Oh my gosh, it's Find a Friggin' Lee 2021. I'm your host, Tookie Kavanaugh, at Tookie Monster. I'm here, and I have my co-host with me, David. David!
Hey.
Hi. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I don't have any props.
Fine. It's fine. You know I do the most. It's fine. We're here.
You do.
Hi.
You bring the props. You dress better than me. I'm just hey, this is the first time we're talking in the new year. That's pretty cool.
I know. Well, happy, I guess, official start to the decade. That's a whole thing. I mean, pedantic people will tell you, well, the decade really started on the year what, and it's like, all right, fine, we get it.
Right.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh my gosh. Our Christmas special seems to have I don't know if you heard, we had celebrity guest Beyonce in the house. That was cool.
Yeah. That's a big get. That's almost as big as Lover's Lounge.
Almost as big. Almost as big. Yeah. So let's get into show things. Hello, everybody in the chat. Tina's in the chat. Dr. Motherfucking Tina Talon, put some respect on her name, or I am legally required to beat you. Grace Lynn for the win. Hey, hi, welcome. Glad you are here. Mm-hmm. Apologies in advance. The show gets wildly problematic. So let's get into things. Up top, we usually tell a story. Shall I intro it for you?
Yeah, give us that spielio.
Yes. Okay. So David and I go way, way back. We're both stand-up comics. Jenny Nightshade is in the chat. So we're both stand-up comics, and we've done I want to say, I almost said thousands of shows, hundreds of shows, a lot of shows together.
Millions. Yeah.
We've done so many shows together. We've toured around, you know, and we know each other very well, but we don't know everything about each other. Mm-hmm. So we like to start off every show with a little story time. David, I believe it is your week.
It is. And it's funny because so today's New Year's Day. I did the whole Times Square New Year's Eve thing once.
How many years ago?
I was in college. I think it was 2010. I'm pretty sure it's 2010. So do the math. But I remember. Yeah, it's a miserable experience.
I heard they don't let you pee. Once you're in there, you're in there.
Yeah. So we took a train in. My aunt and uncle live outside the city. We took the train in, and I think we got there at about 4:30 p.m. Maybe earlier, maybe like 3:30. And you show up and you're herded into these pens like cattle, and you are absolutely jammed in there. Like, yuck. I think you are jammed in there tight enough.
Yuck.
It is a level of tight that society can never accept again after this past year, you know? And like, I remember like being taken off the ground because I was wedged in between people and just sort of, and like immediately hands going through your pockets. Everyone's there to pickpocket. It's crazy.
Shit. Listen, even before Rona, I'm like, that's too many people.
It is. It really is. It's horrifying. And you get there, and I remember, you can't pee. If you leave the pen, then to do anything, you are
banned.
You're out. You're banned. Like they put you in a truck and they drop you off at an undisclosed location, however many blocks away.
Wow. I mean, that's draconian.
It is.
Okay, so the year, which means you weren't there when you could see Carson Daly's eyebrows from the street.
No, I couldn't.
Damn, because MTV New Year's, I used to watch that back in the day when I was a kid, and had dreams of marrying Lance Bass from NSYNC. Don't judge me.
How's that going now?
Anyway, I think there's like a whole new friend connection happening in the chat, and I'm here for it. I love to see it.
Oh, Tina and Grace.
Yes, Tina and Grace.
Yeah.
BFFs in the chat. Much excite. You're
there, and we made some friends with some, because like some older women, which to us at the time, like mid-20s.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, I was like 20. I was like,
Okay.
Like,
fine.
You know how like when you're like a freshman in high school and you're like, the sophomores are so old. I don't know. I was still, anyways.
All right, go ahead. Proceed.
I don't know. It was really weird. Like the sponsor that year was like Nivea lip balm. So they kept throwing it on us. Like some MC on the microphone every 5 minutes would be like, "Get your Nivea lip balm, y'all." We keep saying it. And he would bring people up on stage to kiss. It was really weird.
I'm less mad at that because the sponsors were trying to help prevent everybody from being an ashy ass bitch in 2011 versus Planet Fitness being the sponsor for everything New Year's. Cause it's like,
right.
Planet Fitness, you have to like, I don't know, smear some lamb's blood on your front door jamb, and
right.
You might have to, I don't know, give both kidneys just to get out of that gym contract.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows the whole thing about how they have free pizza at the gym.
Right. Yeah. You have to read Wuthering Heights and turn in a report.
Honestly, a Planet Fitness gym contract, reading through that is like reading Infinite Jest. Like
yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I will say the most ingenious thing I saw when I was there. So you're there for like 8 hours, and like you can't really move, so like you basically freeze in place. It was like wind chill. It was like -20 for like 6-7 hours.
Hard
and and eventually like you start thinking about pissing yourself, like just like to get some warmth going, because you can't leave. And I remember at the start at like 5 o'clock, some guys will walk around selling pizzas for $150.
Pardon? Okay.
Right. And we're like, that's insane. And then like 9 p.m. rolls around, and we're like, we'll take 3.
Oh my God.
It's genius. These guys were like going crazy, like making tons of money selling pizza. I'm like, that is a phenomenal idea because you can't leave.
Yeah.
And the best part is ball drops, like midnight hits, ball drops, confetti everywhere. You know, they played a celebration song for about 15 seconds, and people are like, yay. And then immediately you start leaving.
Really?
Yeah. And the best part about, because they're basically like, all right, it's done, get out. And the best part is because you stood there frozen in place for 6 hours, your legs are just locked and frozen. So you just see thousands of people walking down the street in the middle of the street in New York, just like, you know, like they have like a broom up their butt. And it's the most amazing image. That is what I remember most.
I pictured it and I'm sad now.
Yeah. It was a pretty great. It's one of those experiences where you're like, well, I do it because I have to, you know, it's a bucket list thing. And then you're there and you're like, why are we doing this?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
There was no point to this.
So some things on the bucket list, not worth, but you did it. You can at least say you did it.
Right. It's that and being a movie with Tommy Lee Jones. That's on my bucket list.
They are making a biopic about Pam Anderson and Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee.
Oh, Tommy. Oh, that. Oh, whoops.
Pam Anderson and Tommy Lee Jones.
I don't know. All white people look alike to me. Okay. So anyway.
Right.
Anyway.
So yeah. That's
ooh, Idea's in the chat.
Hi, Idea.
Good times. Good times. Anyway, shall we get into our BFOTW?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, just go ahead.
You're not okay. Okay, I get it. It's fine.
I'm not.
You're not okay. So our bad film of the week, the BFOTW, was Netflix original disaster trademark, The Prom, which was based on the 2018 Broadway musical of the same name. So the Broadway musical is and if you have the misfortune of following me on Twitter, you'd seen my Twitter rant about it. And of course, the Broadway musical is based on the story of a teen in Mississippi who was not allowed to go to her high school's prom because she happens to be a lesbian. And so essentially the plot of this film is that a bunch of washed celebrities, performers, actors, thespians,
right,
of the Broadway ilk,
washed up,
find themselves getting a lot of bad press, and they're all in a bar commiserating, and they want to figure out how to up their status, up their stock. And one of them happens to see the story about a girl in Indiana. So they sort of kind of switched it for story purposes, artistic license and such.
Missouri,
and they see this story about this girl who is barred from attending prom. And they're like, we have to go in and help her. So they help, and it doesn't go well. I have a lot of issues with this film. And of course, people would look at me and think, well, what skin on your teeth do you have in this game? Or however the expression goes. I don't know. English is my second language, David. Don't judge me.
Right.
So little known fact about me, you girl. I have a very dear friend who works in counseling, and she happens to be trans. But one day I was just like talking with her, shooting the shit. And this was several years ago, and I was still single at the time. And she, I'm just telling her about my situation or whatever. And like part of why it's difficult for me to date. And she figures out my whole deal, which is that I happen to be demisexual, which is somewhere on the asexual spectrum. Right. And so I'm like, cool. But here's the thing. I'm cis and I'm straight. So I am not going to go claiming any sort of identity or, claiming a flag. That is absolutely not, I don't feel as though that's my stake to claim.
Sure.
Yeah. But I'm happy to be an ally. And I found myself as an ally angry on behalf of the LGBTQ plus community while watching this film. Because goddamn, there are so many. Okay, first of all, HR. I know it's a violation of HR, but I see this in the chat. Our HR manager got ghosted at their first prom. Tell me who that was. I will stab that person. But I digress. So there are so many other LGBTQ plus oriented musicals. If you're into musicals, which I'm into musicals, you can watch that offer greater care and consideration to people's stories, which would be La Cage aux Folles or The Birdcage, or Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Okay.
Both really great musicals that I highly recommend, that treat their characters and the stories with care and consideration and do a way better job, and don't have James Corden in quote unquote gay face.
Yeah, that's really like the part at the end when he reconnects with his mother. And I was like, this isn't your fucking role to play, man.
No,
like,
you mean to tell me in all of Hollywood, you couldn't find one gay actor in Hollywood?
It was really, and this is why we do this, because I watch this and I'm, and I'm just, because we've talked at length about, I am cis straight white male. I hit the privilege jackpot. And so I watch these things, and as progressive as I feel I am, when I watch it, I'm like, something feels off, but I don't have the perspective to put words to it. And like, that's exactly like the whole time I'm watching it, it's like, I feel like everything they had a bunch of boxes to check.
Yes.
And they check those boxes, and everything is high quality. And like, I can't, like, Meryl Streep, I like Nicole Kidman in this. I don't know who the other guy was. James Corden. It's weird. Like, the whole time I'm like, this seems like it's well made. But what the fuck is this?
This movie doesn't know what it wants to be. There's a point where it totally rips off Dear Evan Hansen. If you know, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I think the highlights for me were all the scenes where Meryl Streep gives intense sex eyes to Keegan-Michael Key.
That was so odd. That was so crazy. Like, they are so horny in the middle of this school for each other, and there's just kids walking around. He's like, I love Broadway musicals, and she's like, like, it came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. So I'm here for Meryl Streep's sex eyes, specifically at Keegan-Michael Key, specifically inside an Applebee's. The two things that leaped out at me at most, that I think when I was angry tweeting at this film, live tweeting, and people reacted to the most, was my reaction of "Not You Hoes" singing "Love Thy Neighbor" in front of an American Eagle, doing a 2003 era flash mob at the mall, and my other one being my angry reaction to Kerry Washington playing a PTA mom with homophobic teeth. I hated it. Keep it. I don't understand how you can tell a story that merits care by being like, we sang a song and no one's homophobic anymore.
It's really weird.
That's not how that works.
Don't they spend the first 15 minutes talking about like how fucking dumb in a way Broadway is, and then like the rest of the movie is like, well, Broadway solves all the problems. And it's really like,
yeah.
And every teenager in this movie looks 40. I have to say that again. That kind of shit drives me nuts.
Okay, but all right, these teens versus the cast of Grease.
I'm sure. I mean, you're in there with Meryl Streep. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you're you're not gonna convince me that someone with the same male pattern baldness as George Jefferson is a 17-year-old senior and only just smoking his third cigarette ever in the boys' bathroom. Like Grease has some issues, but the prom definitely. I've never seen Grease.
You haven't seen Grease?
Mm-mm.
I'm judging you.
How? But that's, if anything, that should make me cooler having not seen Grease, right? Look, point is, go ahead.
No, it's okay. All right. No.
I was going to change the subject entirely because I have nowhere to go after that. People were sharing their prom stories in the chat.
Ooh.
I asked Robin Vanneman to go to the prom with me.
Fuck that hoe.
And she said, sorry, what was it? Like, sorry, I can't go because of family thing. I show up. She's dancing with Adam Tremper.
Robin, you a whole hoe. Yep. I said it.
Mm-hmm.
I said it. And Adam's a hoe too. So anyway.
But no, it's very, does James Corden just suck?
You know what? I don't have, see, here's the thing. I don't have any personal issues with him, but he just, they need to, whoever's booking him needs to just, we need to not. Also, I'm wondering what's going on with Meryl Streep. Like, why is she in the Robert De Niro phase of her acting career? Because there was a point where Robert De Niro was doing movies and you were like, you don't need to do this. Who do you owe money to? So I need to know who Meryl Streep owes money to. And I need to know, and I need to know why Hollywood is really trying to force the James Corden thing.
They're really pushing.
Why are they trying to make fetch happen? I don't have an issue with dude, but I think because they're shoving him down our throats so much, it's become off-putting.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, he genuinely seems likable, and like, sure, like he's doing his thing, and it's also like, sure, he has his show, and like, you know, sure, if you like him, cool. But like, it's like if all of a sudden you took up skateboarding and like you just kept skateboarding everywhere. It'd be like, Tookie, I love you and you're so great at many things, but you gotta stop fucking skateboarding.
Yeah,
you can't hit the 900. You can't hit the 900. Tony Hawk did it.
Yeah, no.
You know, and
you got to know your limits, okay? You know, Cats was that was a mistake for everybody. I forgive him for Cats. I will not forgive him for this.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was busted for Jones.
Right. It's funny because like, I honestly, the whole movie, I was just like, I don't want to just assume this is bad. I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, but like little things like all the white kids paired off and all the kids of color paired off.
Oh yeah, because you know, because this is trying to be Gen Z's Save the Last Dance, so they tried to make all the ethnic kids as like racially ambiguous as possible.
Oh yeah, it was really. It very much was like, okay, like we have the white kids and then we have just
you're some shade of brown, you go together,
right? Like whatever you are, and go in. And I don't get it. See, I used to think that I just hated musicals, and it like for a completely unfair reason. Like I had like a very the Spanish class thing, Tina. That was really weird, and because I just assumed I would, you know, because I'm just so traditionally masculine, you know, like that's just me. No, but like I just assumed I would. And then I saw Wicked off Broadway like 11, 12 years ago, and I fucking lost my shit. It was like the coolest thing I'd ever seen.
It's a good one. It's a really good one.
Lindsay Gonzalez, Defying Gravity. I lost my goddamn mind. And it's not like I seek them out now, but like it's in my head. Like I watch Little Shop of Horrors. Like I recently, and I'm training myself to give the benefit of the doubt to musicals in particular because I know how predisposed against them I am.
I have a fun fact for you about Little Shop.
Okay.
I played chiffon in college. One of the shoot girls.
You really did talk about that.
HR was Mr. Mushnick twice.
Wow. HR. I don't know.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. It very. I want better for Nicole Kidman too.
I do too. You know what? And during her number, I said that Bob Fosse did not step out on his wife with all those cabaret girls for you to do a Dollar Tree version of all that jazz. Stephen Sondheim is somewhere mad mad as hell at give him some jazz, give him some zazz. What is that? What is that? And why is everybody in this film dressed up like the way the wardrobe was set up was hot date at TGI Fridays energy? I don't like it. I don't like it. And then to make it #gay, sequins. Rude.
Right? Glitter.
Rude. Rude.
It's so like if Killer Bean Forever was made using a PlayStation, like this was made from like a circus explosion. I don't get and all the houses were huge, but like in a way it was like if Marvelous Miss Maisel was in 2020 and sucked ass. Like the set pieces to me. I don't get it.
Oh, yes. Okay. We got some tea about Sondheim. I don't disagree.
I don't know anything about him.
I don't disagree with the chat. I will. And if you've ever had the, if you've ever sat through all of Pacific Overtures, let me tell you, Stephen Sondheim's all over Pacific Overtures. It's like when Andrew Lloyd Webber's all over everything. My God, Sunset Boulevard. I could go on forever. I don't want to derail too much about this conversation. David, any more thoughts?
It's really fun because I'm still very not I'm not well versed in musicals at all. It's just really fun to watch a movie for once, and I feel alienated because I'm not familiar with musicals as opposed to I'm white. So like I don't feel white guilt as much with this movie. I just feel anger, guilt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Again, it's one of those things. Like this is one of those movies where you're watching, you're like, that movie could have saved, like the budget could have saved a food bank.
Let me tell you something about the budget. One last point to make. So I learned two very interesting things about films this week. The film Elf. When they filmed in New York, it was all guerrilla filming. They didn't have permits for any of that nonsense. And then they ended up taking the production over to Vancouver, right? But when they filmed in the North Pole, they filmed like in a hockey rink in Canada, and they used a lot of forced perspective on the set. So none of that was like CGI'd or anything. It was all forced perspective that they used. Yeah, super cool. I think there's like a YouTube video that explains the whole thing. And with the prom, in order to recreate Broadway, the Great White Way, you'd think, because it looks CGI'd as hell, but no, they went somewhere in the middle of East Galelelelefuck and built a practical set to mimic Broadway. And it looks like hot ass. Elf did better than this Netflix film with an enough of a budget.
Right.
To get Meryl and the original elder Mormon from Book of Mormon.
Dude, Meryl Streep's got to donate her pay for this movie to make up for something.
She needs to donate to GLAAD or some association. Yeah. Somewhere. And I would never say I would never like be that kind of person who would think that it's my place to speak on behalf of a community that I'm not part of. But this is a letdown to the LGBTQ plus community.
It massively seems that way.
I think this movie lets down a lot of people, and the story should have been told with much more care and consideration. And
that's the perfect. Sorry, I'm cutting you off, but like
no.
That's the perfect way to put it for me. Is that like and I don't even doubt that they had the best of intentions, but like you came in there and like you're of mice and menning it. Like you are Lenny in there with it. And it's just so, I don't know. It was so fucking goofy and like, we're making fun of ourselves, but also we're so great and perfect. I don't, and like everyone learns a fucking lesson and I'm like, fuck that. Like,
You don't just wash away the homophobia with jazz hands. Like that's not how that works.
You don't tell it. It's not a happy ending because you told us it's a happy ending.
No, it's not. No. So, we were originally supposed to watch the movie New Year's Eve, but I didn't want to make anybody have to pay extra to watch that because it's $2.99 to rent. It's not available for streaming anywhere unless you pay like the extra bucks. I'm not gonna do that to y'all.
Yeah.
So if you already had Netflix, Prom was right there. They marketed the hell out of it.
They did.
And you know what? Do better when it comes to certain stories. We got to do better. My final note on this film is that at this point, it's good that we have stories of inclusivity because all of the bad films some of the films I've made you watch, David, they're open ass and we know they're bad. But there is a lesson somewhere hidden in there. There's a nugget of a lesson in some of them. Don't look at me like that. There's a nugget of a lesson.
It is miles below the earth, but there is a lesson there.
Don't look at me like that. There's a lesson. There's a nugget of something that you will learn in some of these films.
Sure.
And with this film, it is another story of inclusivity, right? There is a story, it's another story of inclusivity, which we do need, but we also need more stories of equality. Not just, well, you're gay, but I guess we'll have a prom with you.
You can be here. Yeah.
Yeah. We need a little less, I guess you can be here, and more, you are one of us in 2021. Any final thoughts? Scale of one to what's your, it's your scale of gay guilt.
My scale of gay guilt. Oh boy. My scale of gay guilt, I need to burn all my plaid shirts.
Grace also, oh my God, love you.
Hi, Grace.
Okay.
Well, yep, that's it. That's my level of gay guilt. I'm going to burn all my straight boy shirts.
Okay, cool. No more flannel in 2021. We're not doing that.
No more flannel.
Are we ready to keep it moving on the show?
Let's do it.
All right. We have our musical guest. And house band. You guys already know it's the house band. And then we bring on our illustrious guest who I'm so excited for. Okay.
Fantastic.
But in the meantime, enjoy some music from our house band, Lovers Lounge. Take it away. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. Then I wanna make you feel good, so good. You don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. Then I wanna make you feel so good, you don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. Also move, bitch. You raggedy bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Lovers Lounge, everybody. Kicking off the new year. If you don't already know, if you're new to the show, Lovers Lounge is our house band. Thanks to the pandemic, they had to postpone their world tour last year. And I called in a favor, and the band leader was like, "Yeah, we'll play for your show." Yeah. So they're here with us every week. It's great. They are, I think they had a year-end compilation in the works for 2020. So be on the lookout for that. They might have an album too. Not necessarily sure just yet, but they play all the greatest jazz hits from Ella Fitzgerald to Sinatra to Nat King Cole to Ludacris. So Lovers Lounge, everybody.
Them being on this show is the least likely thing that's ever happened.
I know. I know.
Yeah, absolutely. And no shit, their smoking habits are their business, chat.
We don't question their art.
You got to lay off. Whether they have emphysema or emphyema, it doesn't matter. They do what they want.
Right.
Yep.
We don't question how the art is made. Okay.
Right.
Anyway, I'm so excited for our guests to come on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If you don't already know, get familiar. They co-host the fantastic Old School Game Show. Everybody, please welcome Ginny and Mike.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
This is very exciting. Yeah. Oh,
How
right.
goes?
And the review.
Oh, the review. Did it all make sense? Was it too ranty? Because
No.
I get a little ranty sometimes.
No.
Perfect amount of ranting.
Yes, I agree. And I'm also I'm not going to be disappointed if the Pam and Tommy Lee story doesn't have a small role for Tommy Lee Jones in there. I think it'd be great. He's awesome in just a nice little role in there. Maybe as Tommy's Greek grandfather or something. I don't know, something, like some stage wisdom.
I want it to end with just like a cut 50 years into the future, and it's just Tommy Lee Jones. But yeah.
Perfect. Oh, so tell our viewers all about Old School Game Show and what you all do.
I'm gonna let my lovely wife
all right.
do the talking.
Well, in the before times, Old School Game Show was a interactive theater experience. We played games live on stage, sort of like a 70s style game show. We would call audience members up to play. And around all of that, there is a fully scripted comedic production, a live band, a team of dancers, the Cubic Zirconia dancers.
Team. Take that very seriously. We have auditions. We have we have sports nicknames. The whole thing. It's it's very competitive.
Yeah. And all that's hosted by Mike, and we co-produce it together. And then we have a team of writers that help us to write the show.
Yay! Yeah. So fingers crossed that everything returns. Because you have like a serious fan following. Lots of people rave about the show.
Oh, yeah. So, thank you. We love doing it. And we're doing virtual shows now.
Yeah.
A whole new thing, which is
yeah. I mean,
Hold on.
Yeah. But to future success of Old School Game Show.
It truly is. I have to geek out. Like you never see something and you're like, it's just so fucking original. Like just there's truly just nothing like it, and it's just so cool. And I really hope it's one of the first things that just like rebounds. So absolutely, chat, that you gotta follow. Like you gotta check out the virtual shows. It's so cool. It just really is.
For sure.
Yeah.
And of course, on the Rehash, we have our own game. Oh, gas.
Ooh.
Gas.
Yeah.
Yes. We have our own games.
You're all about it.
We call it What's Your Deal? We deal you out.
Oh my God.
The numbers. This week we've got numbers 1 through 13. David.
No, the numbers got mixed up. It's 8 through 13.
Of course. Okay, pick a number between 8 and 13 at random.
Together.
So Ginny, go first.
12.
12. Okay. David, you want to take this one?
Okay, I will take this one. So we have a theme here for this week, it being a new year and all. It's a loose theme of new. So what I'm going to ask you here is I'm going to give you a name, and you're going to tell me if that person is a new age music artist, according to Wikipedia, or a video game character.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know anything about either of those things, so great.
All righty. Nathan Drake.
That sounds like it sounds like a character like in a like one of those I'm gonna say video game.
Yeah.
You are right. He's in Uncharted. Nice.
Thanks.
All right. Constance Demby.
Constance Denby. It sounds like a.
I'm gonna go with new age artist. Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna go with a character in a video game.
It is a new age music artist. 2 for 2. All right, Sub-Zero.
Oh, I don't know, a new age artist.
That one I know. Video game.
Oh,
Mortal Kombat character. Yep. All right, Paul Horn.
a new age artist.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish Paul Horn was a Mortal Kombat character, but no. All right, Marcus Phoenix.
Marcus Phoenix. I think that's a video game character.
I agree.
He is from Gears of War. Nice. David Arkenstone.
Maybe a magician, but not. I don't think a new age artist.
That would be a great magician name.
That would be.
Yeah, David Arkenstone.
Ooh, another great magician name too.
Mm-hmm.
I
think video game.
I'm gonna say new age artist.
New age music artist.
Mm.
Which also, like, I looked at the Wikipedia article for New Age, and they're like, we don't know what it is.
Isn't it mostly like the music you play when you're getting massaged?
Yes.
I think so.
Anything, you know.
Yeah.
It's a very broad genre.
New Age, new body.
You have to light incense when you play New Age music.
Yeah.
That's part of the experience. It's immersive.
Yeah. Brian Eno.
Oh, new age artist.
Wow. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
David, if I knew that.
Yeah.
Give us some of them softballs. Come on. A couple.
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman. I think that's a video game character.
I agree.
Yes, it is from Half-Life. Nice.
See, it's the poker game. I'm just watching David's eyes.
Oh,
See,
God.
He tells that I can.
Ooh.
And you know. No, pull back. A little too close.
Okay. All right.
Now I'm scared. I'm off my game now. All right.
I didn't even know I had. Okay. Enya.
New age artist.
New age.
Yeah. Also, Mortal Kombat. I wish. All right. T-Hawk.
T-Hawk. I think that's going to
be
a
video game.
Yeah, I think a video game.
Yes, it is. Nice. Kitaro.
Kitaro, what I believe was a member of the Thundercats.
Kitara.
Is it Kitara? Okay.
I think that's Chitara.
Chitara. Thank you. I've been mispronouncing it all these years. I wasn't popular in junior high. Oh man. Okay. Kitara. It sounds like
a new
like a guitar.
Artist.
Like a guitar.
Yeah.
Kitara would be cool.
Yeah.
Female guitar artist, maybe.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with that. New age artist.
Yeah.
New Age. Yes. Correct.
Cool.
All right.
Name.
Kintaro.
Oh, okay. Is that a ripoff artist of Kitara? So popular that now people are got to get in. Let's
video game.
Video game. Yeah.
Yes, Mortal Kombat character. Actually is. And then last one, Mario.
That's a video game.
Is it both? I'm going to say both.
Is both an option?
It's just a video game, but there could be a Mario out there.
There is a singer named but he's not New Age.
He's not New Age. He is.
Yet. He could have.
He
could have a whole. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Get inspired when he's getting a massage.
Yeah.
Not pigeonhole artists.
That's right.
Okay, Grammy committee. Justin Bieber allegedly made an R&B out. I mean, he did, but don't pigeonhole these artists.
Yeah. But nice job. That was question 12.
Woo! All right. Woo. Pick a number 8 through 11. 8 through 13, not 12. I know numbers.
Okay, I'm gonna pick our son's favorite number, the number 8.
Number 8.
Number 8. Even though this is my new favorite shirt, it was a dad-son gift, matching shirts. And he refused to wear it on Christmas. I said, we're just gonna take a picture. Just put it on. You put it on 5 minutes. You know, just me and you. You know, we think we're cool. We like to dress. Nope. And he's 6 years old. It's my favorite shirt.
Telling me this broke my heart.
No. I get it. I respect it too. I'm like, yeah, good for you. Good for you.
I live for matching shirts. All right. So number 8. This is one gotta go. David, shall you or I?
You go ahead.
Okay, one gotta go. You gotta pick one of the two options I give you, that gotta go forever. Ready? Okay. All right. New Edition or New Kids on the Block?
New Kids on the Block.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to see if we can get the same. Let's say it as we can.
All right. New Balance shoes or Newberry Street?
Newberry Street.
Okay.
Would you?
Okay. Newlyweds, Nick and Jessica, or I Love New York?
I don't know what I Love New York is.
I Love New York?
Tiffany Pollard's spinoff of Flavor of Love on VH1.
Yeah, from Flavor of Love.
Nick and Jessica.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah. Okay. Newly baked bread fresh out of the oven or newly washed sheets fresh out of the dryer. One gotta go forever.
Forever?
Forever.
Bread. Bread.
Yeah.
I can toast it. Just toast it.
Yeah.
Fair. I respect it. All right.
Sheets.
She does.
Okay. The New Adventures of Batman or the New Adventures of Old Christine?
Oh. So the New Adventures of Batman, it's not the Batman from was it the next after Batman Beyond?
Yeah. The cartoon.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I don't know what either of these things
The New Adventures of Christine, that was I'm blanking on her name now, the amazing actress, her show before Veep.
Yeah.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll go with
Batman.
Yeah, okay, but we'll get rid of Batman.
Okay, we yeet Batman into the sun.
He is enough.
Last one. The New Normal or New Girl?
Oh, I've never seen The New Normal.
I've
seen New Girl.
I haven't.
We'll take New Girl.
But I'm okay not seeing that because I've seen it now. And
okay.
Which one did you want?
I have no preference.
I'm going to say goodbye, New Girl.
Okay. Bye, New Girl.
Out of there.
All right, pick another number.
9.
Number 9. Ooh, square up. David, you want to do it?
Yeah. All right. So this is square up. I'm going to give you 2 people, and you're going to tell me which one of them would win if they were to fight each other.
Ooh, okay. I like this.
All righty. First one. Frasier versus Niles.
I think Frasier. He's more intense. He's more intense.
I think he would fight like dirty.
He would kill him.
He would kill him.
Yeah.
He would kill him and then like eat him. Like we would go beyond like what he did.
Right.
I love the in unison answer of just. I love it.
Amazing.
On the important issues, we gotta be right there with each other. We discuss things, before we got married.
Values,
Right.
This is goals.
All right.
Trevor's on notice. Anyway.
Steve Harvey versus Richard Dawson.
Oh, this is a tough one.
For those who don't know in the chat, Richard Dawson was the very first host of Family Feud.
Yeah.
I think Steve Harvey would win because he does not give a fuck. Like when he's hosting, he's just like.
I don't know. I think this could surprise people. I think it would be a good fight. I think Richard Dawson, he was pretty tough. He was a pretty tough guy. And he was like one of those like Napoleon because he kind of would let you know he was tough. And Steve Harvey, but I think if they got to it, I think Steve Harvey would win.
Okay.
I think Richard Dawson put up a good.
Because if he's the kind of guy who has to tell you is tough, he's probably a weenie.
Yeah.
Here's my thing though. Richard Dawson was the type of mofo who would kiss a man's wife on the lips in front of him on TV in the 70s.
Just hoping that he'd get into a fight with them. Maybe that was part of that. Maybe that was part of it. It could go either way.
Yeah.
But if we had to put money on it, our son's college tuition.
Yeah.
I think we would put it on Steve Harvey.
Yep.
Fair. Very fair. Anyone who wears that kind of suit, the Steve Harvey suits, that's a man you don't want to fight.
No.
Yeah, underneath it is just plate mail armor.
Ready to go at any time.
Yeah, right. All right. The New Year's Eve baby versus the Gerber baby.
Oh. Well, I think we know from your Times Square story that it probably takes a lot to be the New Year's Eve baby.
Yeah, real tough.
And they put them in the cattle pens and then they levitate on top of other babies and stuff. So I think they probably put a whole bunch of it in there. And then the one that emerges is the New Year's baby. So I think that one is going to be tougher than the Gerber baby.
Mm.
Like a gladiatorial thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All
But
right.
the Gerber baby's probably been played by like many babies. So it's like an army of babies.
Oh, well, that's enough. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can go.
I like the logic.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Paul Newman versus Bob Newhart.
Oh, Paul Newman, 100%.
I think I did Google.
Yeah, and Bob Newhart would agree.
You speak for Bob
He
Newhart.
took his whatever the handkerchief and threw it out. That he already do that in a duel. There's no.
Yeah.
They're both awesome, but yeah, but Paul Newman.
Army of Gerber babies. Yep. All right. Last one. Wayne Newton versus the entire town of Newton, Massachusetts.
Well, I'm from Newton, Massachusetts.
Oh.
So
could you take Wayne Newton?
Well, here's the deal. So I just found this recently out about Wayne Newton. Right, Wayne, that's his name, right?
Yes.
Is that he upset Johnny Carson at one point. There was like behind the scenes kind of with his managers, and so Johnny Carson kept making jokes about Wayne Newton. And then Wayne Newton got so fed up, he came to his office and like threatened to beat the shit out of him because he was like I guess he's like a tough guy. So Wayne Newton is pretty tough, but not the whole town of Newton. That's because
right.
Yeah.
It would be real impressive.
Starbucks mommies, I
know there's some old timers there, still live there that are tough,
sure,
that are very tough.
Yeah.
Just the nuns alone from the school that I went to, I just get them.
All right.
And it's a whole, it's a Lars von Trier movie.
Yeah, no, nothing beats a nun with a ruler.
Nothing.
I can tell you firsthand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been there.
All right, that's it for Square Up.
Okay, pick another number.
Oh, it's me. Okay, what's the number? Is it 10 or 11? Are those?
We have, let's see, 10, 11, and 13.
10, 11, 13. Yep.
I'm gonna go with 13.
13.
All righty.
Uh-oh. Okay, you will tell us if this is a news headline from 1920 or 2020.
Oh, cool, fun.
Okay. Dutch train. Oh, ready?
Yep, sorry.
Yep. Okay. Dutch train runs off elevated tracks, is caught by statue's tail.
Dutch train runs off of elevated tracks and is caught by statue's tail.
Yes, that's what she said.
I know. It is a very interesting sentence.
I think 2020.
I'm going to say 1920.
That is 2020.
Oh.
They still use trains.
Okay. Fondles horse, but not his wife, seeks divorce.
1920.
That is a 1920. Okay. Boy eats family Bible.
I think 1920.
Oh, that is 1920. That is 1920. The mystery of the mummified Twinkie.
Oh. Well, 2020.
2020.
Were there Twinkies in 1920?
Isn't that a Encyclopedia Brown book?
I don't know at this point.
Yeah.
The town is at the town of Asbestos, Quebec, chooses a new, less hazardous name.
Oh.
2020.
That is 2020.
Yeah. They had like asbestos mines in the 20s. Like they weren't like
asbestos miners.
Yeah, they were all about asbestos.
Yeah, they love it.
Okay. Angry squirrel aggressively attacking residents of Queens neighborhood.
Oh, I think that's 2020.
That is 2020. Yeah.
I have a picture of like the blood on the snow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Vitamin D is shown to prevent the rickets.
1920.
That's 1920. And last one.
gets now.
Who gets the? Actually, no. Like a couple years ago, someone got scurvy. It was a whole thing. Because they only ate like ramen noodles and didn't get enough vitamin C.
Yeah.
I just thought yesterday, I was like, my stomach was upset a little bit. I was like, oh, could I be getting scurvy? Because we've been inside and I don't.
Anything was possible.
You're on a ship and I'm just.
I don't think you can get scurvy when you have Grubhub. Like, I don't think that's
possible. I think I got scarlet fever.
Well, that's our defense.
David, you got the vapors.
Oh my.
Oh my. All right, last one. Lemur missing, possibly stolen from San Francisco Zoo.
From San Francisco Zoo.
1920.
Yeah, that's a fun.
2020.
Why would you want one?
I can't judge. I personally would like a raccoon as a helper around the house. So, you know.
I just love the idea of someone being like, so how did you break quarantine? Need a lemur.
All right. So last two between 11 and 10.
Okay. 10.
10. Oh, that's another me one. So David, no. Perhaps you should ask.
Okay. All right. Should I? Yeah. Okay. Because okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to. So this is convince me. Okay. And really, you're convincing Tookie through me. And I'm going to give you two stances, and then you're going to choose one, and then you have to convince us of that thing.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Option 1, that peas in mac and cheese is good. Or 2, Ruben Studdard famously saying, "I'm sorry for 2004. You should tell me who should sing us an apology for 2020.
Who should say the apology?
Who should sing an apology for 2020?
Sorry for 2020.
So we pick one. I would pick mac and cheese.
Oh, that's what I was going to go with too. Very strong feelings about mac and cheese over here. I'm sorry for 2020. Oh, so do I pick one? I get the other one?
Whichever one you like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Whichever one you think you can convince me.
We'll go with mac and cheese.
We'll double up on it.
All right.
Ooh.
So I think peas belong in mac and cheese because, you think of it as kind of like an unhealthy dish. And then if you add some veggies to it, it's basically health food at that point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then you can have more of it or all of it with peas.
And then if I could just piggyback on that.
Okay.
Piggyback away.
Here's the thing. I think we've all had poorly prepared peas.
Yes.
And I think growing up, that for me, that was it. I had poorly prepared peas. And then I got older, and then certain chefs really know how to cook vegetables very well. Mm-hmm. And there's a certain crunch when you cook it well. There's a crunch to it. There's a subtle flavor that you can really, because you don't want to just have the same mac and cheese every day. That's boring. This is you want to add different. You want to be an artist with something that when you're making or consuming food. Mm-hmm. And so you want to add different elements in there, and sometimes you need a very crispy and subtly spiced pea to balance out
subtly spiced
flavors of the cheese. And I know it sounds crazy, and you probably shouldn't analyze it too much. But
don't think about it.
I'll tell you, it's just try it, and then you'll decide. We don't even have to argue.
It also adds a beautiful pop of color to your plate
as well. And my wife is colorblind. Okay, so this is an important issue for her.
I don't judge.
I just thought that it might sway Tookie if she knew your personal attachment.
Do you know who makes the best mac and cheese?
Who? Tell.
Nick Chambers.
Oh my God.
That's right. Wait a minute. We had a Christmas party.
He brought it was like a barbecue. He brought mac and cheese, and it was like the best.
That was, and it was. I felt bad for all the other people.
Yeah,
because everyone was eating and raving about that, and then people had brought other dishes, and
he's so talented.
He's a guest on the 29th later this month.
He's a guest.
And I believe Nick told me. He said, "Mike, don't be." I said, "Can you give me some mac and cheese secrets?" And he said, "Don't be afraid to experiment.
Okay.
Throw some peas in there if you get it."
Oh, that is such a Nick Chambers approach. Don't be afraid to experiment. That's so Nick.
Yeah. I think that they were the first guests we've had to take on the peas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody else has been like, fuck no.
Backed away. They got afraid. I know.
Oh.
It's scary.
Yeah, you two are fearless.
Okay.
Nice.
Respect. I mean, I am now open to a pea, a legume of some sort in my mac and cheese.
Even just one on the top.
Just one. I'll do one.
Yeah.
A subtly spiced pea.
Subtly spiced pea.
All right. All right. I might be convinced. I might be convinced.
Midnight snack.
All right. Last one. Number 11. Are you ready?
Oh, we're ready.
This is a signature game of our show called Is It a Cat? And normally I ask our guests if something I name is a cat from the musical Cats or something else. But we're switching it up this week. So you're going to have to tell me if the thing I name is an actual breed of cat, an item from the Cheesecake Factory, or Happy New Year in another language.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. First off, Munchkin.
So it's a type of cat, a breed of cat, something on the Cheesecake Factory menu, and the last one was
saying Happy New Year in another language.
Okay.
Aren't you glad I'm here to repeat?
Yes.
Yeah. You are the rock holding this show together right now. Yeah. Language, cat, Cheesecake Factory.
I would have killed it if you did the Cats musical Cats.
Right.
I had a hunch. That's how we picked it up.
Yep. Her eyes lit up.
Cat? That's why I was really excited to watch The Prom. I love musicals.
You thought it might be Cats-esque.
We love a good musical, but not The Prom.
I think that it is an actual breed of cat.
A Munchkin is a breed of cat, indeed. Okay, next, Steak Medallion.
Steak Medallion, Cheesecake Factory.
Yes, it is. Okay. Ojos Azules.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's a breed of cat.
Oh,
yeah, blue eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Frohes Neujahr.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Crab cakes.
A cheesecake.
It's a good name for a cat.
It's a good name for a cat. Crab cakes. Okay. Peterbald.
A cat.
Tis a cat. Devon Rex.
Cat.
Tis a cat.
Ooh.
Bonne année.
What was it?
Bonne année.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Pixie Bob.
A breed of cat.
Indeed, a breed of cat. Wellness salad.
Oh, cheesecake.
Okay. Akemashite omedetou.
Happy New Year.
In Japanese.
Cool.
Nice.
Buon anno.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Factory nachos.
Cheesecake Factory.
Someone got that wrong once.
Yeah.
Cat?
Okay. La Perm.
Cat.
It is a cat.
Wow.
Skimbleshanks.
Cat.
A cat. We don't know what kind of breed, but it's a cat.
I just got so excited.
Glamburger.
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory.
I know, right? He's so quiet. This is the quietest he's ever been.
I'm just happy to be.
Last two. Ragamuffin.
It's a cat.
It is a breed of cat.
Yeah.
And lastly, Korat.
It's either a cat or a
You go. This is your game. This is an amazing.
Happy New Year.
It's a cat.
Oh. That is still far and away the best anyone's ever done at that.
Oh.
Amazing job.
Wow. Thank you.
Yes. Congratulations. You made it. You survived the gauntlet. You can add, someone will ask you, is it a cat? And you can confidently say yes or no to that.
Mm.
Settle so many arguments.
Really? That comes up a lot.
Yeah. Certified.
Mike and Jenny, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had fun.
We did. We had a blast. Thank you so much.
Woo! Tell everybody where they can find you on these internet streets and soon to be in person, we hope. Knock on wood.
Yeah. So we're doing virtual shows on our Twitch channel, which is Old School Game Show, and we announce those on our Instagram, which is Old School Game Show, and on Facebook too.
Yeah, and we just so come and check it out. We're doing.
We actually have a show up for rent right now. We did
a
like a television special over the holidays, and it's like like almost 40 minutes, and it's all pre-recorded sketch, music, comedy, and you can rent it on our website if you want to check it out.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yes, so definitely check out Old School Game Show right there down, scrolling at the bottom on Instagram. Follow, like, check out all their stuff. It's so good. It's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
You will be delighted. Thank me later. Mike and Ginny, thank you both so much for joining us. This was fantastic.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Friends and lovers of the Rehash, we made it.
That truly is relationship goals.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah. And absolutely, like, it's such a great show. A lot of great talent involved. It's really great. So check it out.
And once it comes back in person in a space, absolutely see it live when that's possible and safe to do so, because it is a treat.
Absolutely.
David, we made it. It
feels like we just finished prom, you know. we had memories. We saw a couple. We talked about Cheesecake Factory and cats.
There was glitter. There was music, sort of.
We're going to be young forever.
Oh my gosh. Right. You make me feel like a teenage dream, David.
Ditto.
Ooh, should we tell I didn't have a chance to pull up the trailer, but
all right.
Kid Tempest is here. Kid Tempest. Yay. Shall we tell the viewers what the next film is?
Well, I don't even know. So this is where
Our next bad film of the week, everybody, if you so dare check it out, is Mod Squad, available to watch for free for a reason on YouTube.
Mod Squad. I don't like that title. Mod Squad sounds like a Call of Duty guild.
It is a cinematic reboot of a TV show from way back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, ask your parents about it if you don't know.
I'll ask my dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Giovanni Ribisi.
He's gonna judge you, but he'll be like, yeah, it was a thing. But yeah, check that out. Free on YouTube. Ooh, the trailer. Look at HR.
Oh, HR is on it. Thank you, HR. This better have audio, HR. Oh, it did.
I'm gonna kill those kids.
There might be. If anybody's gonna kill them, it's gonna be me.
You smacked Detective Tricky in the mouth.
Mr. Jenkins.
What do you think is a joke?
Okay, Bob, I'll take care of this.
Yeah, Bob.
Hey, you're policemen now. If you think it's a joke, I can put you back into the cells where I found you. Stop scrolling around and start doing your job.
It was their last chance.
They're not real cops. They can't even carry guns, for God's sake.
Where'd you get that from? Dude, it's my dad's.
To start over.
Is this all the cops do? Sit around?
To start over.
We can go get some donuts. Stand back. No guns. Guns are bad. Shut up!
Huh? Julie, you'll go inside, blend, and hopefully get recruited.
Hey, why does she always get to be the prostitute?
God, this job is hell. Nice job.
I was blending.
Yeah, you just blended your ass right out of the club.
Dude, your cover has been blown. Your cover has been blown, all right? Your cover's been blown. Bro, I'm still under. I got it. Stop, please! Oh! Dude, I'm sorry about the car. It was just water.
Now, the only people they can trust.
Dude, we're cops.
We're not that kind of cops, man.
Are each other.
It was a setup.
Dirty cop drug things.
So what now?
Showtime.
Jump! What? Jump! Dirty cops, props at the airport. I feel like one of us should say we're getting too old for this. Save yourself! you guys really cops? Yeah, you know, we all have superpowers. Okay, wait.
The Mod Squad, everybody. Next week's Bad Film of the Week. Available to watch for free for a reason on YouTube.
Free on YouTube. Oh, man.
Yes. So stay tuned for that. Same time, same place next week. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come hang with us on the Rehash every Friday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Only on 2MB Studios. Make sure to like, subscribe, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
All the things. Share. Shout out to you if you've started watching on the replay, because the replay of these episodes is a fun time too.
Yeah, check it out on YouTube.
David, are you going to be okay watching that movie?
That might seem a bit more ha ha ha, this sucks, as opposed to The Prom, which was like,
why are you
everything's wrong? Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll have a lot to talk about. So tune in next week.
Yeah.
We love you. Happy New Year. Mwah.